Okay. If you are not getting time also, at least every day 15-20 minutes, you just in YouTube, whatever I am uploading the video, right? So that video you just watch it and you just do parallelly in the system itself. While I am teaching, so you can't able to execute the code by typing it, right? So in this PyCharm IDE only, you should be able to run the code like this for the every concept. So then you will be very better understand. Also, you should start practicing now only from the by using this debugger. So this is the very most important to fix the any issue. For example, any syntax and logical issues. If you are not able to get it, so what was the problem? So debugger is the best solution actually. So you should practice now only how to do the debugging. Okay, in the Python, the major thing is only so to solve the error. If you get any errors from the console, so how we it is very difficult to understand exactly for which purpose it is giving this, which I made the wrong. To check that one only, it is the somewhat until to get more experience. So it will be a difficult to check it. So for example, if I just run in the terminal. Now this is executing. For example, I will make some mistakes. Now then if I execute. So this is okay. This is also directly it's telling the indentation problem. So like this, some lot of exceptional error will come in the red lines. You can able to see. So those kinds of errors are coming from the library itself. Okay, for that you should know how to which library is the problem and all. So these kind of syntax problem it will show here only by making the red line. Also here you can able to see the red color icon with the one, that is the one error and two warnings. So those syntax things you can identify here only when there is a logical error. So for that you should need to debug that. So most of the time we will get the none type object. So none type object means there is no value for that object, but we are accessing some method. So what is that methods, accessing that object methods, everything we will come to know in the future concepts when we start the object oriented concepts in the Python. So just I am saying currently you should start testing every concept with the example code like this along with the debugger. Okay. Okay, last class we were going to the strings operations. What are the strings operations? So there we are just we were going through. So we were just looping the complete string and we were printing that. So this complete loop we were character by character we are just going to print in a loop. So if you want to access in the loop, so we need to mention first. First one is the variable name. We can give any variable name, and we should use the keyword in. So in and array name. So that is, this is the string array actually. So that's why this is a string actually. So this is a character array. So character array of data type is called as the string. So that string we want to parse it, so then we can able to get in each index value we can able to get the each character. So this we have executed even with the debugger. So when you go to the next line, so you can able to see that one variable has been created. So this same thing is happening in our computer. So when the first line executed, so this RAM string type of variable has been created in the RAM and it has been assigned this value. 3-line string has been assigned. /n is used for the escape sequence. Escape sequence means that is for the next line. /n it means that so the it means that, so that is the next line. So we call it as a escape sequence. So when we go to iterate this loop, so we can able to access each character by character. The C value is keep changing. You can able to see here. So this is the execution, exactly what happens when you step by step execute the code manually like this by using the debugger. You can able to complete your code. You can able to debug line by line like this. Also, you can able to watch which are the variables has been there and what are the values has been assigned to that variable. What is the status of that value and what is the data type? Everything you can able to see in the debugger. Okay, this is the very simple way in the Python to iterate the complete string. So this we have completed. So and to find the length of the array, length of the string, so we have a keyword method called as a len length. So then we can print. So I will just remove this for loop. It's not required to print. So length of C, not C. So it is showing the error. If you can see this name, import this name, rename the reference, something it is. These are the suggestions. So why it is showing the error means the C variable is not declared before this line. So compiler, that interpreter, Python interpreter is not able to understand what is C. Actually, we supposed to give ran. So I am just checking the length of ran string. So this ran string length is 41. So just by using the len method, we can able to find the length of the string. And we can able to find the exact word, so within that complete whole string. So for example, in text, so free is the keyword, in is the keyword to search in the string. So string is the ran. So from that ran, I need to find in which position this keyword is there. For example, so true. Sorry. So it is exist or not, we can able to find it. So it will print. If it is exist, it will print true. If it is not exist, it will not. It will print false. For example, I will print ABC. So ABC is not found. If you search here, so then it should print false. So it has been printed false. So like this, we can find the word within the whole string. So this is just they are putting the if condition to check that whatever we are getting the output, right? So free and all. So we can able to put if condition. So if ABC is exist, then this exists. Well, so if you want to print exactly so that thing is exist, then we have to print exist. So we can put the condition. If it is a true, it will print exist. If it is not true, so it will print the else statement. So this is the syntax for if and if else statements. Even in the future, we will see that. syntax and how to use. So now this is printing not exist. So even if you want to debug, so the execution comes to this 9th line. So here it will check the condition. If it is true, it will go inside. If it is false, it will go here. So as per that, it is showing as a false. So then it goes to the else statement and that will print not exist. So if I put HS, so this is exist. So that's why it came inside the condition. This is the true condition. So that's why it came inside, and else part will not execute. I think everyone aware of this if else how it works. So the same way in the Python also the concept is the same thing. So only the syntax will change. Here we don't use any brackets and we don't use any flower bracket and open flower bracket, close flower bracket, but we should use this much space, one tab space to mention that this if condition line. So here you should use the same indent if you want to add more lines. So like this, if there is any number of lines we can add, so that whole code will come under this is the one set code. If the condition is true, this whole complete code will be executed. So this complete open brace and close brace will be replaced in Python by using the indentation. So for example, if you give this print backspace, it gives the error because it will expect the else keyword after this indentation. So that's why it is showing the red color line error. So here it is showing statement expected font else keyword. So it is expecting actually else, but by because of wrong indentation, if we give a backspace, so we get the error. So after that else, we should use the colon. Also in the if condition, we should at the end we should use the colon. Also, each line will not end up with any semicolon like other programming language. It will only simple thing. We don't mention end. Any doubt in this? Anybody don't understand anything? You can just stop me at the middle. So not is used for the reverse that value. Means if it is a true, it will reverse it. Means if h is exists, that is true, but it will be because we are using not, it will make it as a false. So we'll just debug it. So actually HS is found, so it should come here if we don't use the not. But it comes to the else statement because not operator has been made as a false. So that total result will be true, but because of this not operator, not that is makes the inverse of that value. If it is a true, it will make it as a false. If it is a false, it will make it as a true. So even that we know in the logical operators not how the not operator and operator or operator works in the same way, not operator will be used to reverse that value. For example, if it is a true, we will make it as a false, it will make it as a false. If it is a false, it will make it as a true. Okay, slicing a string means we can able to from the position value we can able to find from index to index we can able to fetch the value by using this values like this with within this bucket. So let's check that. From second character to fifth character, it should print. We'll execute and check the output. So I just executed the code, so it has print ARS. So means it has been started from here, ARS. So first character it is a slash n actually. Let's debug and we'll see the position values. So in the RAN, you can able to see the first value is the slash n, second value is the h, third value is the a. So index value it takes like a 0, 1, 2. So a is the second value and a or s a or s 2 to 2, 3, 4, 5. So 3 character has been printed. Up to fifth position it has been printed. So like this we can able to uh, fetch fetch any of the value from index to index. So if you want to slice from the start, so we no need to give anything in the first one. So we need to use only scope resolution with colon and the last value. If we don't give anything, so it will start from the first and it will print. So till how much we want, we can give that value index value. So it has been printed till Harsh. So this is the seventh position. So because of this flashing, it has been given the space. For example, if there is no flashing, so it has been printed in the beginning one. So like this, we can slice the string. So slice to the end means in the same way how we don't give the value for the initial. So in the same way at the end, if we don't give, so it will take the value up to last of that string. So means till here it will print the value. So but starting value we can give whatever we want. For example, if I want to start from 8, I can give 8 and colon nothing. So then we execute. So it is started from here. So because this is the 8th position of the string, so then it has been printed till Bangalore last value. So negative indexing. So negative indexing, it means it should give reverse of that value. So we'll check that. One minute, something happened to my keyword code. So I will give you negative index from -5 to -3. And I'll just execute the code. So it is printing from LO to L and O. So means -5 means from the reverse order it is taking the third position -3 slash and 0, 1, 2, 3. So from the O to -5 it is printing. So like this in the reverse order also we can print by using the negative. This is the one type. So we can reverse from the in the string we can able to print from the reverse by using the negative. And we'll see some other inbuilt methods in the string operation to convert that to uppercase and lowercase. So there is a method like upper. So uh, that array of string variable name dot upper method we need to call. So let's execute that. Then dot. So when you type that also we can able to see lot of methods are coming, so which are already available. So those methods we can print. So this upper method what it has done means, so it converted all the characters into a uppercase values. So you can able to see all the characters has become the uppercase letters. So this is the one uppercase method. Also we'll see the lowercase. So here all are uppercase, lowercase only. So I will make it as the uppercase. So now this Harsha is an uppercase. We'll execute and will. So after executing, it is printing as a lower value as a Harsha itself. It is converted that all the characters within this string as a from uppercase to lowercase. If anything is there uppercase, it will convert into a lowercase value. So like this with the simple methods, we can able to convert it. So to remove the white spaces where there is a blank, right? So in the string, so we use lot of spaces. If you want to remove all the spaces, we can able to use the strip. Sorry, we missed it wrong. So any white spaces only at the beginning or the end. So it means that it will remove only at the beginning and end. There is a connection was there, right? So for example, now I will give some spaces. So then I will execute. So that blank space it is not printing. So it is started from the R only. So if I don't repeat print, so we will get the spaces here. So we can able to see there is the spaces. So there is one slash and also there. So that's why it's giving one blank line. So after that there is a blank spaces. So these white spaces only at the starting and end. So we can able to remove it by using the strip method. Also, one more thing I wanted to explain. So this is the important thing. You just listen it. So when there is a method we are using by using the inbuilt method. So if you want to see the complete definition, so in the last class we have seen what is the method definition and method calling, right? So we define the method and we will call the method whenever it is required. So in the same way, this method is already defined. So this method we are just calling. So if you just place over on that method also, you can able to see this method how it is defined and also what are the parameters we can able to pass and what is the return value. So this actually what it will do, this script function return a copy of the string which leads and trailing the white spaces removed. If character is given and not none, remove the character is in characters instead. So like this, we can able to see the complete method description. And one more thing, you just keep press on the control, and then if you unhover the mouse on the method, you can able to see like this. There is a blue color underline. So you just click on the mouse. So then it will go to the definition method. So this is actually defined in the library. So that's why it is showing only this method definition prototype. Okay, so in this prototype, we can only see so why this method is useful and what is the parameters we can pass. So all those things we can able to see. So not only that method, so any method if you want to check it, even instead of going Google and searching that what is that method usage, so directly you can just pressing the control and just click on that method name. So then it will take to the method definition. So we have seen the strip method. So then we'll go to the next one. Then replacing the string. So replacing means so where there is a character or the word, so we can replace with another value. So it will find first it will find the character H. So then it will replace that H with the J. So let's execute in our code also. Okay, replace. Here we need to pass it two parameters. Even if you just place over on that mouse, so you can able to see the description. Okay, parameter new and old. So there is a two parameter we need to pass, and it will return the copy with all occurrence of the substring old replaced by a new value. So it will give a new string which will be replaced from the this old value and new value. So old value will be that, for example, I will replace D, which is repeated more. A is repeated more, so I will replace A with X. So wherever the small a is there, so it has been replaced by the X. If I put a capital A, so the capital A is being replaced by the small x. So like this, we can replace it. Okay, so like this, we have a lot of inbuilt methods in the Python. So that's why it is a very simplified programming, we can say, because lot of libraries have been built like this. So we just need to use it. So that's why it makes a very less number of lines of code when we are developing a code. So, but if you use any other programming languages, so like this kind of thing, if you want to do, so you need to parse the by using the for loop, and you need to replace that every value. So at least it will take some few lines of code. So but here, so already there is a lot of built-in libraries. So that's why we just directly use, and we do in just a single line, we can get the output. And this is a splitting. So this splitting means, so whatever the value we give, so there it will split as a two words. Whenever the comma has been it found, so from that comma it separated two words. So this hello is a one word, and this is a separate word. So that will return as a like this set, like this list. So because of this is a bracket, we call it as a list. So we'll see that. So the method name is split. So I'm just splitting for the colon. So we'll see what we will get. So I got the error, string object has no attribute split. So this is separated wherever it is getting a colon. So from there it is splitting the values. So we actually two colons are there. So until that first colon, so there is a one value in the list. So then after that colon till second colon, that is a second value. So after this colon, so till the end, so that is the another value. So this is actually a list. If you store it in some variable, x equals ran dot split, into the colon, then there is a print. So I will just debug just to see the data type and variable. So ran is a string, so we can able to see the complete string value. So after that split, we got the list. So you can able to see the type as a list, and that length of that list is the 3. So there is the first index, first value is this. It has been splitted as a 3. So because it has been found 2 times. So because of that 2 times, it is splitted a 3 string value. This is the first
That
thing.
slash in we cannot remove that slash in.
Yeah, that we can remove. So because why we use this is a multiple line string.
Okay.
So that's why we have getting the slash n. So if we don't want slash n, we should use in a single line. So like this, if we use like this, we will not get the slash.
Okay.
So this is a string. So this is doesn't have any slash n, but this is having a spacer.
Okay.
So after splitted with the colon, so we got a list result. So that list contains the three values. So because it is splitted to three times. Three times means there is a two colon. So that's why we got the three values. So this list I just printed. So just I debug to show this result of this list. So like this, we have a lot of inbuilt methods. We have actually even in, so that's why we call it as a very simplified and very easy programming language. If anybody see this programming language, they feel like it's a very simple because they should go through any other programming language than the Python. For example, any C programming, C Sharp, Java, any programming. After that only, if they come to this Python, so then only